the end, they are saying what the reason for this is because once these people get paid, they are going to spend that money in South Africa, in our shops and in our entertainment venues. So the money is going to come back to South Africa anyway. How? My question is, Kanti, if you employ South Africans, where are they going to spend that money? You can't tell me, Uguti, you want to employ foreigners because those foreigners are going to spend that money in South Africa because they will be working in South Africa. Kanti, if you employ South Africans, where are they going to spend that money? Because nobody are going to spend it here in South Africa. Well, on other interesting news, it seems like the people of South Africa are angry at the DA, are angry at GNU, are angry at the Minister of Home Affairs. Now, this comes as a result after the Minister of Home Affairs, Mr. Leon Schreiber, announced in a speech that they want to bring in 11,000 highly skilled foreigners to come and work in South Africa. Now, this amazed a lot of South Africans because just a couple of weeks ago, there was that guy in Johannesburg, Mr. Dada Morero, who came out to say that they want to employ foreigners to come and work in the South African police force. And then the youth took to the streets and Toiti, how dare you say that you are going to employ foreigners to come and work in the South African police force when there's youth in South Africa that qualifies to work in the South African police force? How dare you want to employ and train foreigners? Why don't you train South Africans so that they can come work in the police force? And then the youth took to the streets, there were protests and all of that. And then that guy, I don't know whether he was starting to be afraid of the protests and things like that because he came out and said that he apologizes for what he said. He didn't mean what he said and he didn't mean to offend South Africans. Yabo? So that was the thing that was happening a couple of weeks ago. But Leo plan yakhe zange isebenze yabo. No foreigners were recruited to come and work in the South African police force, and it's because of all the young people who went to the streets and protested that thing. So we thank those young people. Now sithi sapeke lokho, yazi mina ngicabanga ukuthi la eSouth Africa kahle kahle thina South Africans siyaphaphelwa or siyatutswa ukuthi how are we going to react or kanjani, I don't understand. Now there's this Minister of Home Affairs, Mr. Leon Schreiber, who says he wants to bring in 11,000 highly skilled foreigners to come work in South Africa. You know, foreigners coming to work in South Africa is not a problem. Only if they are going to work in posts that we don't have qualified South Africans to fill. I understand? Because what pisses off a lot of South Africans, the Minister of Home Affairs, is that the jobs that are saying needs to be filled by these highly skilled foreigners are jobs that can be easily filled by South Africans. He is saying that we need people from higher tertiary institutions, meaning we need people from high caliber tertiary institutions to come and work in South Africa. Which says that in South Africa, we don't have high quality tertiary institutions. Kanti, what is the University of Cape Town? I thought the University of Cape Town is well renowned. It's the biggest in Africa. I think it's the second, if not the third. Yabo. What is the University of Pretoria doing? You're telling me the University of Pretoria is not there. Wits University. Pella, these are very high quality universities. So are you telling me the University of Cape Town and the Wits University can't produce highly skilled graduates that can fill these posts rather than going outside to recruit people, foreigners, and then bring them to South Africa? And what pisses a lot of people off is that if maybe they are saying they are bringing these foreigners, they are going to fill in jobs in South Africa that we cannot feel as South Africans, because we need that kind of assistance. But you can't tell me, because there are jobs there that needs to be filled. Let me just tell you, name a few. It's like call center manager. Just imagine. Are you telling me there's no one who can be a call center manager in South Africa? Nurses. Do you know how many unemployed qualified nurses we have in South Africa? Me personally, I know two who are in my circle. They are not working, but they are qualified nurses. The other one, he's been qualified for a year now. He graduated last year. And then the other one, it's been a couple of years now, maybe 4 or 5 years since he graduated. He's now working in retail. She, by the way, not he. She's now working in retail because he can't find a job as a nurse. But then the Minister of Home Affairs wants to bring in nurses from other countries to come work in South Africa. Mechanical engineers, chemical engineers, actuarists. There are people who are doing actuarial science here in South Africa. A lot of them. All those jobs that are there. Accountants. Don't we have accountants in South Africa? Don't we have accountants in South Africa? All those jobs that are there, we do have qualified graduates who can fill those jobs in South Africa. And you can't tell me, Guti, they are not skilled enough. How are they not skilled enough when they are vets graduate, when they are the University of Cape Town graduates? You are telling us lies, manity. These are the best universities in Africa. If they can't produce highly skilled people who can fill these posts, it really doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense to me. In fact, it makes me angry. It makes me angry. We should get South Africans. South Africans. Our value is not acknowledged. Our value is not acknowledged. Our brothers and sisters struggle and go to university for years, study their off, in hopes of getting employment in South Africa. And then after they graduate, there's no employment. And then the Minister of Home Affairs has the nerve to say they are going to bring in foreigners to fill those posts. Yes, angali. A person, an accountant from the University of Cape Town won't be on the same level as an accountant maybe from Harvard University. You see? But you can't tell me it's in the best benefit of our country to go and take that Harvard guy to replace or to take the spot of the University of Cape Town graduate in South Africa. Why don't you employ that University of Cape Town graduate? If he is not skilled enough, he will get skilled enough in the job. That's how you gain experience, and it by working. Obviously, if he recently graduated, he can't be that skilled. But why don't we invest in our own South Africans? Why don't we invest in our own talents and our own academics in South Africa? Isn't it a good idea to invest in our South Africans? If they are not highly skilled to work because these people are graduates. Some of them have PhDs, some of them has doctorates. Some of them are doctors. But yet you are saying they are not skilled enough. Okay, fine. Let's say they are not skilled enough. Okay. Why don't you invest in these people so that they can get skilled enough? Why doesn't the government invest in these people? Why don't the government take these South Africans to those countries so that they can get more skills and come back and help in South Africa? Because it's their country. They are going to be passionate about helping South Africa. Why should the focus be directed to going outside and taking foreigners and bringing them in South Africa? Why shouldn't the focus be directed to improving our academic structure, to improving our tertiary education so that it can produce highly skilled individuals? And if they can't, why don't they invest in these people who maybe recently graduated from our university in South Africa so that they can go outside and further their studies there and come back and work in South Africa? Or just for a year or 2 years, they go there, they get those skills, and then they come back and work in South Africa. That's what we want. For the government to invest in our youth, for the government to invest in our graduates. Not this thing of leaving our graduates unemployed in South Africa, then go outside and say, no, we are going to take highly skilled people to come work in South Africa, to become nurses in South Africa, to become accountants in South Africa, to become project managers. They're even saying they want to bring in project managers. Do you know how many project managers we have in South Africa? Do you know how many project manager graduates we have in South Africa? Thousands of them. But according to Mr. Skraber, they are not skilled enough. No. As there's a lot going on in this country. So I thought I'd bring this to your attention because if I use this is a very interesting thing that's going around right now. And then the main reason, why they want to bring in these people to come work in South Africa. They are saying bringing in just 11,000 foreigners to come work in South Africa is going to improve our economy. And the way they are saying there on the article, they are going to improve our economy. They are saying these people who will be working here in South Africa, after they get paid, they are going to spend that money in South Africa. Just go online and check the Citizen newspaper. Just write the Citizen newspaper article, Home Affairs Minister. You will see that article. Read it for yourself. At the end, they are saying what the reason for this is because once these people get paid, they are going to spend that money in South Africa, in our shops and in our entertainment venues. So the money is going to come back to South Africa anyway. How? My question is, Kanti, if you employ South Africans, where are they going to spend that money? You can't tell me, Uguti, you want to employ foreigners because those foreigners are going to spend that money in South Africa because they will be working in South Africa. Can't if you employ South Africans, where are they going to spend that money? Because nobody are going to spend it here in South Africa. Because even South Africans are going to spend that money in South Africa, Mos. So what kind of reason is that? What kind of reason is that? People tell me, Uguti, understanding. And I'm confused because according to my own analysis, I think there are chances once those people get paid, some of the money that they get paid, they are going to send it back to their countries, to their families. There's a chance that can happen. Look at the Indian community, what is happening in Makassar. All the money that they are making with these shops, some of them don't even have bank accounts. They take that money and send it back to their home countries to better their lives in their home countries. That money doesn't revolve in the South African economy. So what's going to stop these highly skilled foreigners who are going to come into South Africa to send back that money to their countries? How sure are you they are going to spend that money in South African shops and South African restaurants on that article? But you will be 100% sure if you employ South Africans, they are going to spend that money in South Africa because they are South Africans. Where are they going to spend it? Or after they get paid, they are going to go to other countries and buy there? No, they are going to buy in South Africa. But those foreigners, there are chances that they can buy outside. So I don't understand that reason. So, but that's just what I wanted to talk about today. So if you learned something new in today's video, please quickly leave a like. Or if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. And if you are not part of this family, but you see the value in this content, please subscribe to Mzansi Versity. I would really, really appreciate it. And then turn on post notifications so that you are notified every time when I upload a new video. So I just want to hear your opinion. When tell me on the comment section, what do you think about this whole thing? Do you think maybe mina khona la ngayizwisisi khona la ngishaya khona? Explainele on the comment section down below. Or do you think vele kahle kahle siyaphaphelwa? Yabo siyaphaphelwa? Or nento singayi understand as South Africans, there are skills, maybe there's a certain type of skill singayi understand that our graduates don't have. Tell me on the comment section because we learn every day. You might find out we are wrong by saying they should employ South Africans. You might find out there's someone out there who's smarter than me, who knows why this thing will benefit our country. Because where I'm sitting, I just think they just don't want to employ our people. So if whether you know the reason that makes sense, tell me on the comment section down below. My name is Emmanuel and this is Mzansi Versity, the place where we transform lives through knowledge and information. Let's meet again on another video.